Hey guys, good morning from Mykonos. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do a little yoga class with me. The day I'm making this video there's a lot of chaos going on in United States where I'm from. It's election day. In France where I live, everybody's in full back second round of confinement, so I feel like right now, wherever you are in the world, we can all use a little bit of yoga, right? So this class, it's gonna be simple for everybody, just a little energizing, good for the morning, connecting to our breath. Nothing fancy. I always start with my socks on, my sweater on, my glass of water. Get whatever you need to settle into your practice, and when you're ready, we're gonna meet together in a comfortable seat. So whatever that means for you, if a seat is not comfortable for you today, I totally get that, and maybe you choose to lie down or come to a child pose. Basically, the idea here is just finding a place where we can let go of our day so far. Where we can settle into our body. And where we can begin to make a connection to our breath. So take any of those last minute super fidgety movements as you find a comfortable place to be, and then allow yourself to come into stillness. I know that is really hard, but see if you can arrive to a place of being still. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. And observe each breath in as it travels in through the nose. Notice the experience that you're having as that fresh oxygen moves through the body to the fingertips, the tips of the toes. Maybe it goes directly to any places that need a little extra attention today. If you have some pain or achiness, maybe that's simply the brain that's going haywire and you need a little extra air up there today. And bring your awareness to each of your exhales, and as you let that air go, observe what it feels like to release it, to release any muscles you might be clenching, to release any stresses or negative thoughts from this day or this week that is not going to help you as we enjoy our yoga practice together. And as you sit here and focus on this breath, I'm going to read a quote from one of my favorite books, When Things Fall Apart by Pema Chödrön, just to inspire a little intention for our practice this morning. We cannot be in the present and run our storylines at the same time. Simple, but so important. You'll notice that 9 times out of 10, when we're in the present moment, this exact place that you are in, everything is usually fine. We're usually all right. We're not typically being chased by a lion or existing in a corner being backed up. And usually what has us so anxious or sad or freaking out, whatever that means for you, is allowing our mind, our monkey mind, that chatter, to project into everything that might be going wrong in the future, or obsess about everything that you've messed up in the past. And these things are just 100% storylines that we are writing for ourselves. And in order to not allow these storylines to run our lives, to determine our mood and our actions, we have to begin by acknowledging them. And we can practice that here in our yoga practice. So as we move through these next movements, our asanas, our postures, observe what kind of storylines you come up with about your practice. I'm not strong enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not flexible enough, my friend is better at yoga than me, whatever it may be for you. Acknowledge those storylines. And instead of allowing them to run your practice, to change the way that you are experiencing yoga, bring the mind back to the breath, this breath that is always here for you, that will allow you to stay in the present moment. And keeping that in mind, let's take 3 deep breaths before we begin moving in and out through the nose. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. We're going to start with a beautiful inhale. Doesn't matter what posture you're in. We go for 1, 2, 3, 4, and find an amazing exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Twice more on your own. Again, does not matter what posture you're in. You can use your inhales to lengthen your spine, to fill the body, expand the rib cage as if you're inflating a balloon, and you can use each exhale to let that air go, to ground closer to the earth, to release any tension that you might still be holding on to. 1 more beautiful breath just like that. And at the bottom of the exhale, if you're already sitting, gently release the chin to the chest. If you're not in a seated posture, allow yourself to mindfully move there. With our sit bones into the earth, we're going to relax our shoulders down, keep the chin to the chest, and kind of just rock the head back and forth. Nice long spine. As if you're rubbing away whatever is bothering you in the heart space. So you're just kind of polishing off the heart here, cleaning up shop, allowing space for new positive things. And let's use our next inhale to bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Our next exhale, the head will drop back. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And move once in the opposite direction, noticing how the neck feels today. Already, maybe you've created some storylines. Oh, my neck is so stiff because of all the work I do, or whatever it might be. Let it go. Come back to the breath, moving instead with curiosity. Oh, this is how the left side of my neck feels today. Let's use our next breath in to bring the arms out to the side. We're going to bring our gaze up to the thumbs, and we're going to exhale to press our hands together, relaxing the shoulders, making this active so you feel those muscles in your arms. Release the head down. Inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. With an exhale, we're going to release the left hand down, bring the right arm reaching towards the left side of the room. Press down into the right sit bone. As you maybe decide to release the left forearm all the way down, or maybe you stay lifted. Honestly, we're just trying to find a place where we can feel that side body stretch. Is there anything better than a side body stretch? Really, just reaching those right fingertips. Try to keep the right shoulder plugged away from the ear, and just notice as each breath in opens, creates more space between the ribs. Take a beautiful breath in, and an exhale is going to allow us to drop over the left knee. Continue to stay grounded in the right hip as you reach the fingers long, relax the head, and then breathe in to walk the fingertips towards center. Exhale here and just a little fold. Maybe the forehead touches the floor, maybe not. If it does, you can massage the third eye, rocking the head back and forth. If it doesn't, maybe you just find a sway of the spine of the shoulders. And our next breath in will allow us to walk the fingertips towards the body, rise. From here, if you're sitting cross-legged, use this opportunity to change the crossing of the legs. So opposite leg on top, or if one is in front of the other, just switch it. And again, we're gonna breathe in, arms reach up. Exhale, right arm releases to the hip. Left arm reaches for the right side of the room. That feels so nice. Press into the left hip, relax the left shoulder away, and maybe release the right elbow down. Find some movement here that feels good for you. Maybe you rock around the head. Maybe you really think about trying to open the rib cage up. Just visualize that each breath in creates space between the ribs, and each exhale allows you to reach the fingertips a little more to the right side of the room. Last breath in. Exhale. Once again, we release the body over the right knee, and we try to reach the fingers forward, stay grounded into the left hip. And when you're ready, the fingertips will walk to center. Take another moment to fold here, to release. Maybe this time the backs of the hands will relax into the earth. The palms will face up, expressing an openness, a willingness to receive. And inhale. Instead of walking the fingers back, now press the hands into the earth and pull yourself forward directly into a cow pose. So adjust the knees and the hands as necessary, but we're arriving with those hips lifted, the heart open, the gaze up, fingers spread wide. Exhale to your cat pose. Drop the hips, release the head, open up the shoulder blades. 3 more times. Inhale for your cow. Roll the shoulders back, lift the hips, gaze up. Exhale for your cat. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Drop the hips, open the shoulder blades. Twice more on your own. We are thinking about our Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat with each exhale. Let's go for one more round here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And come to center. Inhale, extend the right leg all the way to the back. The toes point to the earth. We're going to right away open up the hip. Bring the left toes off the mat and bring the right arm up to the sky like a modified half moon. So the hips are open, we're kind of balancing. The left toes are off the mat. The right foot is so active. The foot is flexed. We're gazing up to the right hand if that feels okay for the neck. And if you like, you can bend the right knee, catch a hold of the ankle, and just open up the chest, the shoulder, kick into the hand. Take one more breath in. And exhale is going to release the right knee next to the left and bring the right arm from the sky underneath the body and arriving to thread the needle. So we drop the weight down onto the right shoulder and keep the head totally relaxed. Hand presses in front of the face, or maybe reaches over the left ear, or maybe binds around the hip. Observing the opening of that right shoulder, breathing. Last round of breath. And then press into the left hand. Inhale, the right arm is going to come all the way up to the sky. Exhale, press the right hand down, but bring the back of the wrist towards the front. So the fingertips are pointing to the back, and we're just finding a little opening in that forearm. You can gently rock. Be careful with the wrist, opening up the wrist a little. And then gently apply pressure to the top of the right hand. One more breath here. Come back to center. Close your eyes. Find 3 more rounds of cat-cow. And challenge yourself to keep your eyes closed. In this way, we're really engaging with our posture, our body, observing with curiosity how the spine is feeling. The body knows how to move through these poses, so we're not worrying about too much here. try to differentiate what's happening with each and every round of this cat-cow pose. Come back to center. Inhale, extend the left leg long. I'm going to stay like this. Left leg long behind you. Toes pointing to the ground. And as we breathe in, we bring the right toes off of the floor. We open the left hip. We bring the left arm up to the sky, and we find this modified half moon. There we go. That's better. Keep the left toes flexed as if you are kicking into a wall. The left leg really nice and active. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, catch the left ankle. Kick into the hand. Open the heart. Open the shoulder. Don't forget to breathe here. If you can't breathe, that's a sign that you've gone too far. Last breath in. And an exhale releases the left knee down. Brings the right knee back onto the mat. Left arm can reach up for a moment and then thread your needle. Left arm underneath the body. Hips lifted over the knees. You can keep the hand in front of the face. You can extend the arm over the right ear. You can wrap the arm around the left hip. Take one more deep round of breath. And inhale to bring the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, release the left arm down to the floor. Bring the hands underneath the wrists, the hips above the knees, tuck the toes. Beautiful deep breath in, and an exhale presses us to our first downward facing dog. Bending the left knee, bending the right knee, shaking the head yes and no. Explore this first downward dog, knowing that our body is different every time we come to the mat. We may have been in this posture 10,000 times before, but we're noticing how this feels different today. The places that we can relax, the muscles we're clenching that we can release. Press the heels down towards the earth. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Take one more beautiful deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Once more, inhale. Exhale, release. Breathe in to look forward between the hands. Gentle steps bring our feet to the top of the mat, and we arrive in a forward fold. We grab opposite elbows. We bend the knees. We sway from side to side, shaking the head yes and no. We release the backs of the legs. Our shoulders stay heavy. Moving in any direction that feels good here, and then releasing the fingertips, bending the knees. We rise one vertebrae at a time. The shoulders and head are heavy. The chin is the last to come up at the top of our mat as we bring our big toes together, heels apart, and arrive into a mountain pose. Activate the legs, relax the shoulders down, squeeze in the belly, take a deep breath in, and a complete exhale. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're stepping both feet back to our plank pose, and we're holding here for the count of 5. Again, notice what storylines might be coming into the mind now. I'm not strong enough, 5 is too long, whatever it might be. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine, tailbone pressing to the back, heels pressing to the back, pressing into your fingertips. Last breath in, and we're adding to this. Bring the left hand underneath the face, rotate on the feet. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky. Option to stay here, option to drop the left knee. Oops. Whatever feels better for you. Take a breath in, exhale, let's add another side body stretch as the right arm reaches to the top. We lift the hips up, deep breath in, exhale back to your plank pose. Inhale deeply, exhale, release the knees. Upper body releases as the elbows stay glued in. Inhale, Baby cobra, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna hold here for 5 breaths. This time, see if you can challenge yourself to find stillness in your downward facing dog. This is very challenging. One of the storylines that we're always coming up with is, oh, something feels weird in my hip, I need to move it, or my hands aren't in the right place. Constantly adjusting and never really getting deep into the pose. So see if you can challenge yourself to be still, to accept where you've landed. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Step the right foot forward and then the left halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs, release the head. Inhale, arms are going to come up to the sky. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. We're holding again. It's not so bad. Second time around, you've already done it once. You could probably do it again. Squeeze the legs, reach the crown of the head forward. Remember, calmness in the breath helps to keep calmness in the body. Last breath in. And now our right hand comes underneath the face. Pivot onto the sides of your feet. Lift the hips, lift the left arm. Option to release the right knee down. And then we add another side body stretch. Left arm over the left ear. Deep breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Plank pose. We inhale deeply. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here for 3 breaths or release to your child pose. Any variation will do. Using this as an opportunity to reconnect to the present moment. To bring the mind back to the breath. The breath acting kind of like a toy for the monkey mind. So if all of those storylines, that chaos of the mind, you picture like a golden retriever, you're using the breath as the toy to keep it distracted from the storylines, to keep it here in this present moment, in this posture. One more round of breath. Slowly we rise back up to downward facing dog. We're just going to move through a little sequence, 1 time each side. Inhale, lift the right toes to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. One big circle in one direction. One big circle in the other direction. And option to stay here with the hip lifted, or if you wish, you can release the toes to the earth. Point the left foot, open up the heart space, and arrive maybe into a wild thing as you relax the shoulders, relax the head, relax the muscles of the face. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. See if you can move all the way to your low lunge as the right foot steps through. Adjust the back foot. Keep the right knee directly over the ankle. Roll the shoulders back. Open up the heart. Left knee is super strong. If you need to, you can drop the knee, and that's totally fine as well. We inhale. We exhale to open the heart space, and we inhale to arrive to a warrior 2. Right knee over ankle. Arms parallel to the earth. Center the body. Try to bring that right leg parallel to the floor. Both arms parallel to the earth. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm back. Exhale, keep that right knee bent. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And exhale, triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward. Allow it to come inside of the ankle. Left arm reaches up, the body is flat against a wall. Feel free to keep a gentle bend in the right knee to prevent any hyperextension. One more beautiful breath in. Exhale. And inhale all the way back to warrior two. Exhale, we windmill the arms. We plant them to either side of the right foot. Inhale, we add a twist. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And use this opportunity to rotate the wrist here. And exhale, release. Step the right foot back. Option to move through a vinyasa or come straight to downward dog. Left side, we reach the left toes to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. One circle in one direction. One circle in the other direction. See if you can keep the shoulders square. Option to stay right here, hip open. Option to explore your wild thing. Pointing the right toes, lifting the hips, relaxing the head. Relax the muscles of your face. Open up your heart space. Breathe in. And we meet in a low lunge. Carefully. Left foot comes all the way through. Pivot onto those right toes. Relax the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Might feel good here to rock a little bit back and forth. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine. We breathe in. We breathe out. And we inhale all the way up. Warrior two. Yeah. See how this feels on this side. Keep that right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Body centered, arms reaching both directions. Legs are super strong. You can hold this pose for longer than you think. Mind gives up before the body. Inhale, reverse. Left arm reaches over the left ear. Feel that lengthening along the left rib cage. Shoulder away from the ear. Breathe in. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And exhale, triangle pose. So try in this posture to really avoid collapsing. Using the strength of the core to stay lifted. Stacking the right hip over the left. Right arm over the left. Heart open. Gaze up if that feels okay for the neck. Exhale completely. Inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale, left arm up. We're adding a twist. We're making circles with that left wrist. One more breath here and exhale, left hand down. We're coming back to our plank pose. Heels to the back. We breathe in 3 breaths. Maybe one of them is a nice big open mouth exhale. Last breath in. Release the knees to the floor. Evening out the wrists here because we forgot to do it before. Bring the left back of the left wrist towards the front. Fingertips towards your knees. And just opening up that forearm. And then apply gentle pressure to the top of the hand. Not collapsing down, just gently opening the wrist. Coming back to center, cross your ankles. Find your sit bones. Extend your legs. Allow the hands to come back behind you. Bounce the knees. Wiggle the feet in and out. Maybe make circles of the toes. Invite both of your feet to come into a Baddha Konasana. Grab the ankles. Bounce the knees up and down if that feels okay. Just coming into our posture here. Open the heart. Maybe even press the thumbs into the bottom of the feet. Take one more breath here. And an exhale allows you to fold, to melt forward. to drop the head. Open the hips. Find a place that feels appropriate for your hands. You might allow the backs of the hands into the earth again. You might continue to hold onto the feet. You might use the elbows to add a little more opening to the hips. Stillness is where a lot of our storylines come up. So see if you can really use this opportunity to connect to each breath in and each breath out. And then maybe you keep your eyes closed as you gently rise up the spine, as you close the knees, and one vertebrae at a time. Allow your spine to arrive to the floor. The knees come into the chest. Hug them in really close and massage your spine as you rock from side to side. Again, circles of the knees as the hands come to the knees. And you massage that fleshy part of the hips in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then extend the left leg long. Invite the right knee to come into the chest. Hug it in really close. Make circles with the right ankle. Keep the left foot active. And when you're ready, inhale to extend the right leg to the sky. Bring the hands behind the thigh. Point and flex the foot. Keep the shoulders away from the ears here. And just invite the hands to come wherever feels appropriate. It might be up to the big toe. Maybe you have a belt or a strap around the foot. Maybe you're holding behind the thigh. We just want to feel that beautiful stretch in the right leg. Last breath in. Exhale to switch the legs. Right leg extends long, left knee comes into the chest. Make circles of the ankle. Hug the knee in close. Extend the left leg into the air. Point and flex the toes a few times. Find the place that feels good with the hands so you can enjoy that amazing stretch behind the leg. Feel the parts of the body that are connecting to the floor. And invite both knees into the chest. Take a beautiful breath in. And exhale, drop the knees to the right side of the room and gaze over the left shoulder. Final twist here. The opportunity to wring out the spine like a wet sponge. As if you're squeezing out whatever storylines you've built up this week, creating space to write some new ones. Inhale to bring the knees through center, and exhale to drop them to the left side. Allow the body to feel heavy. Allow this pose to feel incredibly supportive and comfortable. And then we're going to find our last bit of intensity as the knees come to the chest, as we wrap the arms around the knees. Lift the forehead up to the knees and squeeze the muscles in the body so that we can create a last moment of tension, intensity before our deepest release. Take the deepest breath in you've taken yet so far today. And exhale to drop into a final Savasana. As you're settling in here, putting on a sweater, taking a sip of water, making those adjustments, getting pillows and blankets, whatever feels like you're going to be able to find the deepest relaxation. We're just going to touch once more on our intention, that idea of how storylines distract us from the present moment. Remembering that when we come back to what's happening exactly right here, right now, instead of allowing the mind to fly away on what could happen or what has already happened, we're able to bring our mind into a place where we realize that we are all right, where we can make more clear, calm decisions about the ways we want to react to things. Sometimes all it takes is a deep breath to bring us back to the present, to find that place of calm and peace. Now, once you get settled into your Savasana with your eyes closed and your arms wide at the side of the body and your legs wide, remind yourself that for these next few moments, there is nowhere else you need to be and there is nothing else you need to be doing. Take as much time as you'd like to rest here in this Savasana. To enjoy this place of calm and peace.